Hey, you must be Alan.
That I am.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Stan Rammirez. I'm one of the business managers here. I wanted to congratulate you on the purchase of your new vehicle today.
Thanks.
And I wanted also to thank Renee for introducing us. How was your experience with Renee?
Oh, she's awesome. Very informative.
Yeah, our customers absolutely love her. She gets the highest CSI scores, and it's always a pleasure to deal with one of her customers because I know that that person was well informed. As your business manager, I have a couple of roles here. I'm going to finalize your paperwork, review your financial options, and more importantly, get you in and out of here as soon as possible. Okay?
Okay.
The overall process is going to take you around 25 to 32 minutes, depending on how many questions that you got. But in order to speed those things up, I want to end up asking you a couple of questions. But you are taking delivery of that today, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So we have you here as Gregory Allen Scott, exactly what's on your driver's license.
That's right.
This is your address. That's where you want it titled at, right?
That is correct.
You're purchasing this Ford F-150. That's the agreed upon sales price. You're trading in, looks like your little hoopty here. Great.
Yeah, it's nice.
You're putting no money down, and this is the payment that you had agreed to, correct?
Yep, absolutely.
Great. I see no reason why we shouldn't be able to get you to that payment if that's what you desire. It's going to probably take me around 10 to 17 minutes to load all your paperwork in there. In the meantime, I ask that you end up going with Renee and go into the service department, our award service department, get your first your oil change scheduled, because it's a good way for us to end up just spot checking your vehicle, especially at the break-in period, okay?
Okay.
And I'll be back to scoop you up as soon as I can, okay?
Great. Awesome.
Hey, Alan. Hey, welcome to my little sweet office here. It's a rotating office because I do this all over the place, but welcome. Can I offer you a beverage, a snack? I know you've been here a while, so I do apologize about that.
No, I'm good to go. Thanks for asking.
Okay, great. Again, one of my responsibilities is to perfect your paperwork and register your warranties. I'm going to end up reviewing your financial options, going over any of your questions that you have, what the warranties cover, and also what they exclude. Do you have any questions? What's your understanding of the warranties that are currently available on the vehicle?
I get 3 years, 36,000 miles, right?
Yeah, you do. But you actually, the good news is that Ford Motor Credit Company, they actually do a lot more for you. And this illustration helps me explain it to you a little easier. You're actually going to have an adjustment period for any squeaks, rattles, any type of those crazy annoying noises while you're sitting in traffic trying to enjoy your music and you hear that.
Yeah.
And if you take it somewhere, they tell you you're lying.
Yeah, right.
Right. So you also get the roadside assistance for the first 5 years, 60,000 miles. If you have a mechanical breakdown of any sorts, they'll end up transporting your vehicle to the nearest Ford dealership. You have the emissions aspect of your vehicle. If anything on the emission system, that's really important for the environment. 3 years, 36,000 miles on that. Your corrosion aspect of it, if the vehicle starts rusting from the inside out, that's going to be a covered expense for 5 years, unlimited miles. With the environment, you told me that you'd like to go to Wilmington every now and then. That salty air sometimes could do some stuff. The safety aspects of it, you got your restraint systems, so the safety components, you would say that's a priority to you, right?
Oh, absolutely.
You want to make sure that the seatbelt holds you in place and that any of the other systems would do what they're supposed to do. You got your, then you got the powertrain aspect of your vehicle. That's a 5 years, 60,000. Do you understand what the powertrain is?
Yeah, like the engine and stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of people have that misconception. It's actually not what you see; it's actually what you can't see. All the internal lubricated parts, not only for your engine, your transmission, your drivetrain, and this F-150 with four-wheel drive components as well. Okay, and then you have the bumper-to-bumper aspect that you said, the 3 year 36. That's actually a lot more than bumper to bumper. It actually doesn't even include the bumpers. That's the irony of it all. But the computer systems, the mechanical systems, the electronical systems, all the systems that we now ride, all the little gadgets that you liked, those are going to be coming for the first 3 years and 36,000 miles. These are limited warranties. So as limited, as described, there's going to have some limitations, okay? Some of your limitations are on the towing aspect of it. They'll do up to 35 miles. Anything above that is on you. The substitute transportation, if you have to have a mechanical repair, and you're going to need a car, right?
Yeah.
So that'll be on yours. Good thing is that our Ford dealership has a enterprise agent right on staff, okay? Your trip interruption, you said you like to take trips with the fiance.
Mm-hmm.
If you go and do those trips, you're gonna end up being away from home. You got lodging, you got food. You're not gonna be able to get put up on those expenses, because I don't know, you look like you have caviar taste, And because the wonderful roads of North Carolina are, all under construction at the same time, or, it's no longer Queen City, it's actually Crane City, right? Road debris, nails, screws, anything that can happen on the road, the potholes that you're on 85 dodging, right? If you can't put Ford responsible in case you hit that, right? That'll be your responsibility. If you're like my wife was, she lost her first set of keys. She said, it will never happen to me. And you know what? She lost the keys to her Subaru, and now she's trying to figure out what we're going to do with that.
Yeah, you just lost the keys to the van, actually.
Did she? Right, and then they call us that we're the klutzes, right?
Yeah.
But it is what it is. By the way, what is your motivation to get into a new vehicle today?
Just to be honest, the old one's all mild up. Like $184 on it.
Yeah, you got your money's worth out of that one. Did you buy that one new?
I did, and I'm going to try to keep this one like that too. So
Awesome.
wheels fall off.
Great. And then also your windshields aren't going to be covered on that as well. So if you get any of those chips or any spiders before, it's good. It's going to be completely your responsibility. Also, dings and dents. Walmart and Target. I love that Target commercial where it seems like the car is following them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's my car whenever I do. And then, unfortunately, I also then park furthest away under the shady tree, because the hot days right here in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Where do the birds hang out at?
In that tree. Over your car.
And what happens when if they end up having bird droppings or any other stuff, the activity that they might be having, and that stuff's going to land where? On your nice car in a nice shade.
Yeah.
Any paint defects caused because of those type of situations would be your responsibility.
Okay.
And also, the inside of your vehicle, average commute in 40, it's around 40 minutes. Coffee,
Right.
cigarettes, all that type of stuff, right? Cigarettes is on you all the way. Ashes or any of that type of stuff.
Right.
You have, so these are going to be there. And also if the vehicle is stolen, you know that you have an upwave in crime in Charlotte because of all the people that are moving from up north.
Yeah, right.
If something were to happen there, that'll actually be there, those darn Yankees. Since financial obligations too, life and disability, we don't cover them here in our dealership. That would be something to talk to your State Farm agent, okay? And gap insurance is, being that you're putting little to no money down in this transaction and you had a little inequity, you're actually starting off the clock with a gapable situation. Whereas if your vehicle were you're owing $63,000,
Right.
and tomorrow you get into a total loss accident and your State Farm agent tells you, got good news for you, we're going to pay the claim, but it's only $57,000, that $6,000 would be your responsibility, okay? And also your deductible. Okay. Do you have any questions on what's covered and what's excluded?
No, it's very thorough.
Okay, great. Well, we take a lot of feedback from our guests, and we took the benefits, the most popular benefits that emulated what was covered and not covered, and put those together in a package that I would recommend for you. At the end of the day, you could leave here with the base payment that you had agreed to, or the fully protected payment, okay? My job is to make sure that you end up understanding thoroughly what you're getting into.
Okay.
Is that good? So this is the vehicle of interest here. This is your vehicle that you're trading. You do have that inequity situation going on there. Interest rate was the 359. The base payment was right here.
Okay.
Okay, well that seems familiar, right?
Uh-huh.
So now what I did here is I ended up putting and matching these two together. So this is going to cover everything that's on here, especially because we're over here. This represents you right here.
Okay.
So 6 years, 75,000 miles.
Right.
Got it? So as you can see, you get a lot of coverage in the beginning here, but what happens over here?
Little to nothing.
It starts falling off, right? So what I did is I put our vehicle service contract on here to emulate exactly what your lifestyle is going to be. 5 years and 75,000 miles. It's going to be covering any mechanical repairs. It's going to extend your towing now for the full 75,000 miles. And it's going to end up, you don't have to worry about anything. All you have to do for anything major would be $100. In addition to that, you're going to end up now getting substitute transportation, so a rental car. You're going to get your trip interruption, and you no longer have to worry about the wonderful roads of Charlotte.
Yeah. Right.
In my opinion, that's worth the price of admission, just that. Okay. The Easy Care maintenance, you had agreed with me that you had to end up upkeeping your vehicle, and you think the cost of oil is going to go up or down or stay the same over the next 5 years?
Well, it's definitely not going down, right?
Definitely not. So this actually prepays your oil change, your oil changes, your tire rotations. What's the importance of tire rotation? Keeps your tires in